Alright YouTube, welcome to my first video where you haven't heard my radio voice. This 85mm. It's a great portrait lens, 1:1 ratio, fantastic light transmission because it's a prime lens, B-roll monster if you do video, but not many people think of this as a street photography lens. Every rare moon I get a street photographer coming in, and it's great to talk shop. There's not many of us here in Jacksonville. Conversation goes well until we talk about lenses. So what lens do you use? I shoot everything pretty much with an 85mm. I'm usually often given a furrowed brow, a bit of a frown. They'll reply back, "You know street photography is shot with a 35 or a 50mm. Yes, I do. A lot of people will shoot with a 35 or a 50. I started to Google other street photographers that use 85mm, and there's not much. There's not much at all. So I wanted to make this video to talk about why I shoot with an 85mm and share some of my photography. Why an 85mm? Well, it was the first lens I owned, and I had only this lens for about 10 months. It can give you the distance not to disturb a scene. The 1.8 aperture gives a nice sense of bokeh, allows for a lot of light to come in, separate your subject from your background. It's rather compact for its size. The way that I like to shoot, the way that I perceive the world, is I focus on people when I'm wandering about. I get enthralled by them, just have so many questions. So with the 1:1 ratio, how tight everything is, the subject is just separated from the rest of the world, and that's how I see it. It gives us a dreamlike quality. Everything pinpoint focus, and everything else that you don't focus on just blends into the background, melts back into the subconscious. And I take most of my street photos at night. Why you might not want to shoot in 85mm is probably because it's too tight of a point of view. The photos that I take end up being candid portraits, super intimate. Normal street photography with a 35 or a 50 paints you a landscape that's if you're really there. Also, you might want a smaller lens, though the 85 is compact. It's less intrusive than some lenses, but it's not the smallest lens. Especially say you're in a small kiosk, a noodle stand, eating, you don't want to pull out this like 85mm. Thanks for listening to my first YouTube channel without the voiceover. I'm gonna leave the comment section open. You can also look at a written form on my website, bokehbard.com, where the comment section will be open. Talk about like your personal experience shooting with the 85, or if you want to share something with me with 35 or 50 I may have missed. Love pinging back and forth with other photographers. It's the only way we can really learn. I recently did buy a prime 50mm, the Sony one. It does have slower DC motors built in that are incredibly loud, but I wanted a new perspective. And so if you want to share any tips, tricks, bounce some stuff off, just leave a comment down below.